what I think parents of young children can work on in elementary school and middle school, my gosh, even in preschool, organizational skills. I think that is one of the biggest hurdles. Again, I think it comes back a little bit to us, and I'm just as guilty of coveting, of caring for, of, wanting to ease some of the burdens for our children and packing their backpack for them and emptying their backpack for them and organizing their backpack for them. That's a skill they got to learn, because if they get to high school and that backpack is cluttered and they don't know what's due when, they don't keep an agenda book, um, I really find that can be one of their biggest hurdles to success in high school. I had a young boy I started working with actually in middle school. His mom was ready to pull out her hair. She wanted me to step in, and I was happy to be the bad guy. And he would show up to me at least 1 or 2 days a week, and she just wanted me to help him develop those organizational skills. And the first thing we do is dump that backpack. Why is this paper not in that folder? How are and so I think if you can teach your child some of those skills, a different color folder for each of the classes, sticky notes that mean this is homework that has to be done tonight, this is homework that has to be turned in tomorrow, keeping an agenda book. Even at a young age, our children are scheduled, sometimes overscheduled. Again, mine, I confess, were probably overscheduled at times, but you don't always see that until you write it down. And in today's technology age, we just don't take enough advantage, I think, of that old school tool of the visual seeing on a piece of paper what we've got coming up and realizing we haven't given ourselves enough time to decompress or to really be able to organize our thoughts and our papers and our life. And that's a big hurdle for a lot of my young students, especially those transitioning into middle school where they're going to have multiple teachers, and then moving into high school where it's no unit, no grade. There's not going to be somebody there saying, oh, okay, turn it in tomorrow. No, it's called zero if it didn't get turned in today. So, parents of young children, let them, again, if they're going to fail, let them fail in elementary and middle school. Let them experience that, zero because they didn't turn in that assignment because mom didn't put it in the backpack. The child didn't put it in the backpack. We'd rather they do it then than middle or high school.
Absolutely. Well, from your perspective, also as a founder of a tutoring center in Florida, in Gulf Breeze, I wanted to ask, what do you see as kind of the key personal or academic skills that parents need to instill in their kids in elementary school? And here we just discussed that one of them was organizational skills. I think that's one of the key personal skills, certainly. What do you think are some of the maybe academic skills or other personal skills that are missing and you'd like to see parents not make that mistake and instill that in elementary school and, middle school years as well?
I think, one of the things is, as parents, I mean, my math, part of the reason I'm a lawyer, my math ended at about third grade. I could not help my children with their math. And I know that math has changed a lot since I was in school, since even my children were in school, the way that they learn. And I think that as parents, it's okay for us to ask for help, and it's okay for us to empower our children to understand that it's okay to ask for help, that it is not a sign of weakness, that it is a sign of bravery to say to your teacher, to say to someone, I need help with this, I don't understand this. I think all too often, we kind of just continue down the path and think that, okay, at some point that light bulb's going to go off. But if there's that gap, and quite frankly, that's one of the biggest gaps that we are seeing right now. And I believe in large part it is because of COVID. It is because there was so much online learning at such a quick pace, and a lot of students, either didn't engage or didn't understand, but were afraid to ask questions. If you can encourage your child to ask questions, to not be afraid, because 9 out of 10 students in the class don't understand either, but no one is brave enough to raise their hand and say, I don't understand what you're saying.
Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos.